Subscribe this channel to get video when we uploading.
Question 1. Which change will increase the demand for imports? A. Consumer credit becomes more expensive. B. Income tax rates increase. C. The exchange rate appreciates. D. The government increases tariffs. Answer. C. The exchange rate appreciates. Question 2. When the US dollar's exchange rate falls, it will usually A. Help to reduce the US trade deficit. B. Increase the foreign price of US exports. C. Reduce the price of US imports. D. Reduce US inflation. Answer. A. Help to reduce the US trade deficit. Question 3. Developing countries have, relatively, far more poor people than developed countries. What is the reason for this? A. Developing countries have much higher fertility rates. B. It is not possible for migrants from developing countries to work in developed countries. C. The natural increase in population is lower in developing countries. D. There is an aging population in all developing countries. Answer. A. Developing countries have much higher fertility rates. Question 4. World population increased from 5.26 billion in 1990 to just over 7.00 billion in 2012, predicted to rise to 8.00 billion by 2025. What is most likely to explain this? A. An increase in migration from developing to developed countries. B. An increase in the birth rate in developing countries. C. An increase in the death rate in developed countries. D. An increase in the death rate in developing countries. Answer. B. An increase in the birth rate in developing countries. Question 5. In 2011, the Egyptian government increased the top rate of income tax. What is likely to have been the main aim of this policy measure? A. A reallocation of resources from producing necessities to producing luxury products. B. A redistribution of income from the rich to the poor. C. A reduction in the deficit on the current account of the balance of payments. D. A reduction in the level of cost-push inflation. Answer. B. A redistribution of income from the rich to the poor. Question 6. A government aims to keep domestic prices stable in a fully employed economy. Which policy should it use? A. Increase expenditure on defense. B. Increase indirect taxes. C. Increase the rate of interest. D. Increase the wages of government workers. Answer. C. Increase the rate of interest. Question 7. The following is a headline from the newspaper. Car drivers to pay higher taxes. What will result from an increased tax on cars? A. Increased employment in the car industry. B. Increased petrol gas sales. C. Reduced external costs of car use. D. Reduced number of bus journeys. Answer. B. Increased petrol gas sales. Question 8. What describes a regressive tax? A. It is paid by a higher proportion of high-income earners. B. It is paid by a higher proportion of low-income earners. C. It takes a higher proportion from high incomes. D. It takes a higher proportion from low incomes. Answer. D. It takes a higher proportion from low incomes. Question 9. The table shows the tax paid at different levels of income. Income: 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Amount of tax: 600, 700, 900, 1,100. Which describes this tax? A. Progressive at all levels of income. B. Proportional at all levels of income. C. Proportional at lower incomes, progressive at higher incomes. D. Proportional at lower incomes, regressive at higher incomes. Answer. C. Proportional at lower incomes, progressive at higher incomes. Question 10. The table shows the percentage change, percent, in employment over a period for a country with 3 economic sectors. Economic sector: agriculture, 6. Manufacturing, +2. Services, +4. What could be concluded from this information? A. Agricultural output fell. B. The country became more developed. C. The working population stayed constant. D. Total employment remained the same. Answer. B. The country became more developed.
If you want to practice multiple choice questions, please visit our web page.
Subscribe this channel to get video when we uploading.